Hello and welcome to TTVNEWS broadcasting on Tay Ninh radio and television station with some latest events in Tay Ninh province. And now we come into details. Ladies and gentlemen, during the third screening test from September the 5th to 20th, 2021, Tay Ninh will focus on testing in high-risk areas and groups of subjects with risk and high risk. This is a very important test to cut the chain of infection, also an effort to maintain and expand the green zones, because if F0 case is omitted when the green zone has been recognized, it will be a waste of efforts to implement the social distancing of levels, branches, localities, and people in the last time.
According to the plan, this time screening test will be implemented every 7 days for 20% of employees at labor, production, business establishments, factories, workshops, export processing zones, industrial parks. All employees participate in providing services for production and business establishments. In addition, the test will be periodically implemented every 14 days at a rate of 20% and representative of each group of subjects directly providing services and contacting customers in areas such as accommodation establishments, trade centers, supermarkets, convenience stores, wholesale markets, small traders, security guards, car keepers, porters, restaurants, eateries, food and drink service establishments, transporting units, business service and trade establishments, reporters of news agencies, newspapers, and television stations, the employees carrying out the collection, transportation, treatment, or contact with medical waste at high risk of COVID-19 infection. The National Day holiday on September 2nd this year lasts for 4 days, which easily increases the risk of disease transmission. This is also the time when Tay Ninh is implementing Directive number 16, so Tay Ninh Police has continued to ensure traffic order and safety, control travel and transport of goods in the context of the COVID-19 pandemic. Accordingly, the provincial police has continued to patrol, control, and handle violations of traffic order and safety in association with the prevention and control of the COVID-19 pandemic, especially focused on handling violations of alcohol and drugs, overspeeding to prevent and control the COVID-19 pandemic, and at the same time strictly handle teenagers who take advantage of reduced traffic and then violate traffic regulations. In addition, it has also strengthened patrol and control to prevent and control illegal entry and exit across the border, especially Cambodians passing through Vietnam on land and inland waterways. Except for the efforts of the functional forces, people need to voluntarily abide by the regulations as participating in traffic, support the functional forces, enhance the validity and efficiency of law enforcement on ensuring traffic order, safety, and COVID-19 prevention and control.
The audience in the afternoon of September the 2nd, Tay Ninh Provincial Command for COVID-19 Prevention and Control held an online meeting with localities to evaluate the second phase of general screening test. Mr. Nguyễn Thành Ngọc, Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee, Commander of the Provincial Command for COVID-19 Prevention and Control, chaired the meeting.
At the meeting, Mr. Nguyễn Văn Cường, Deputy Director of the Department of Health, said that after 6 days of sampling in the second phase, 52,315 samples out of 431,076 people were taken. After the second screening test, the number of red, orange, and yellow zones decreased. The green ones increased compared to the first phase. Thereby, it timely detected a number of outbreaks in Trảng Bàng Town, Tay Ninh City, and Gò Dầu. Mr. Võ Đức Trong, standing Vice Chairman of the Provincial People Committee, suggested that the health sector should continue to provide specific information as soon as PCR results are available. On that basis, localities will re-implement the risk zoning map. The health sector ensures adequate medical supplies, and vaccination will be combined with testing in this third phase, with priority given to localities at high risk of disease, industrial parks, etc. Speaking at the meeting, Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc appreciated the organization and implementation of sampling in the second phase in localities. The commander of the Prevention and Control of COVID-19 Command said that after the second phase of screening tests, there were a very clear shift between the regions. The green zone was expanded. The orange and yellow areas were gradually narrowed. The red areas gradually became smaller. At the same time, from the experience, the implementation of the testing should be the fastest, most rigorous and effective method. It is commented that localities complete their map of regions according to its red, orange, yellow level according to the scope of communes, ward and township, and divide the risk more narrowly to hamlets and quarters. Since then, localities have made assessments close to reality and supplemented the effective solutions of epidemic prevention and control. Recently, Chau District Medical Center received a medical oxygen system to treat COVID-19. Attending this event, there was Mr. Trần Văn Sĩ, Deputy Director of the Department of Health. Accordingly, the representative of Duong Company Limited has handed over the medical oxygen system to the District Health Center. Mr. Huỳnh Ngọc Bảnh, director of the District Health Center, said this medical oxygen system is used to treat COVID-19 patients who are being treated here and in the future will also be used to treat other patients. Accordingly, the medical oxygen system is designed with 8 oxygen tanks connected to an automatic valve system leading to 15 rooms with 40 beds installed within 3 days. The total cost of the medical oxygen system is 350 million Việt Nam đồng, sponsored by Duong Company Limited. Duong Thiên Phát Service Trading Investment Company Limited supported installation. In the past time, along with the strengthening of the COVID-19 prevention and control, the reception, settlement and payment of support for employees facing difficulties due to the COVID-19 pandemic has also been interested in effectively implementing by TayNinhTV, ensuring the timeliness right people in accordance with regulations. Up to now, TayNinhTV has reviewed and resolved more than 6,800 applications, accounting for nearly 97% of registered documents. Among them, more than 3,800 documents have been submitted to the Provincial People's Committee for approval. These approved documents were promptly and fully paid by the Department of Labor, Investment and Social Affairs of the city, with a total payment of over 4.8 billion Việt Nam đồng. The cases receiving support are freelancers, F0s, F1s who have completed isolation, those who have suspended or stopped their labor contracts, and business households. For the remaining documents, the city's Department of Labor, Investment and Social Affairs has completed the dossier and is submitting it to the competent authorities for consideration and decision. In order to ensure safety in the COVID-19 prevention and control, support payments are made in many forms, including cash payments at each hamlet quarter, payment in the form of bank transfer, etc.
Ladies and gentlemen, the flying of the national flag on holidays and New Year's Eve has become a cultural beauty in residential areas in the province, and on the occasion of the National Day on September the 2nd this year, the national flag isn't only brightly fluttering on every street and alley, but also decorated at the anti-pandemic checkpoints in Chau district. This is a symbol of the spirit of solidarity, patriotism, and national pride of each Vietnamese.
In the morning of September 2nd at Gaya Post in Phước Bình Hamlet, Phước Bình Commune, the force in charge of fighting against the COVID-19 pandemic. The force in charge of fighting against the COVID-19 pandemic said that it has set up a post and been on duty 24 per 24 hours since the first outbreak until now. The first thing to do at setting the post is to find a place to erect the flagpole. Under the national flag, I feel more love for the country and for armed forces like us. When people need, we are present. On the holidays, we are more responsible for ensuring local security, order, and epidemic prevention. And at the intersectoral checkpoint for COVID-19 prevention and control, located at the K30 refuge area in Phước Minh, Cam Ranh district, the forces are still on duty at this post for all day and night. Since the post has been established, the national flag has been raised as a reminder to the functional forces on duty here to unite and resolve to overcome more difficulties. To ensure support for epidemic prevention and control, in front of the national flag, I promise to be united and determined to serve the work of ensuring security, order, and epidemic prevention and control better. On the National Day of September 2nd this year, Tay Ninh is in the fourth phase of the COVID-19 outbreak. The whole province is attempting to fight against the epidemic. The raising of the national flag on anti-epidemic checkpoints is to show the spirit of fighting against the epidemic, like fighting against the enemy of the functional forces, as well as the people agreeing with the government to prevent and push back the epidemic, so bringing people's life back to the new normal.
That's all for today, TTV News. Thanks for being with us and goodbye for now.